I'm here at the winery property. If you notice, we have a new Signature and Associate sign for Rick Birdsall that has posted their for sale sign now without the pending on it. The property has never been pending. Offers were presented to Rick Birdsall from Signature and Associates, but they were never accepted by the trustees that have been running this property since 2014 when John White died. Look at the way they are taking care of this building in 2024. When John White first was introduced to Thomas Brendan Frazier through the Prince Law Firm, who Prince Law Firm is no longer in Michigan. They've been run out and are now doing business in Tennessee. So I'm just looking at this property. We have a court hearing going on in June 3rd at Oakland County. It's with David White. The court documents are showing that Thomas Brendan Frazier totally helped with the scam that's been going on with this property. A lot of people don't understand why this property is sitting here vacant. There's this sign here that's saying this property represents Oakland County probate fraud. This used to be a income producing property. Now look at it. Signs are falling down. Windows are being busted. Grass is not being cut. And the general maintenance of the building has really gone down since attorney Thomas Brendan Frazier has been an oversighter of this property, with David White being the family trustee. He was court ordered to have someone monitor his actions, and this is what the estate of John White looks like now. Overgrown parking lot, rotted wood, and peeling paint. Broken windows, purposely broken. Drainage problem from a roof that leaks. Graffiti on the wall. Here's the chimney that brings in $360,000 back in 2015 for the cell tower lease that was embezzled by the trustee and Thomas Brendan Frazier, who watched all of the embezzlement happen, and no one knows where the money's at. These mailboxes used to have tenants that would pay for annual leases that brought in money for this income producing property. Now the mailboxes just sit within the weeds. This is where John White used to live. He'd enter that door and go all the way up to the upper unit there, and he would stay in those rooms up there with all the broken windows. This is not the way John White left the property in 2014 when he died in May. More broken windows and equipment being removed. Who is monitoring this property? Who's supposed to be helping citizens take care of their property that has been in the family since 1977? How do attorneys come into our lives through the probate court process and leave our building looking like this? This is not the way we spent our Father's Days here in the 90s and the 2000s when we would come here to visit John White. And then John dies in 2014 after going into nursing homes and having some ailments because he was aging. He was in his early 80s and he died basically isolated, alone from his family. And we have the police reports and the adult protective reports to disclose all this information. And now, after 10 years, we are sitting here dealing with a property that looks like this. Who should be helping us? Should there be the police, the city government, the state government? Who should be helping us with this type of shenanigans that are going on with a property that has been in our family since 1977? Join us on June 3rd, 2024 in Oakland County Circuit Court to watch a trial by jury regarding the probate case that began under probate judge Daniel O'Brien, where he allowed Thomas Brendan Frazier to be the overseer of this property for John White. But then he had died and the will was changed, and then we found out that Thomas Brendan Frazier and Prince Law Firm changed the original will of John White to give 80% of this property to David White so that he could take the money from that cell tower and then leave the property looking like this.